Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video. So today is my January Shop My Stash video where I'm going to be talking about all the makeup that I was wearing during December, and then normally I would go into my drawers with the camera and pick out what I want to wear for the next month, so January. But because of the bleak, dreary English weather, I don't have the lighting to really get into my drawers and be very visible for you. So I've already shopped for January. So let's go quickly through what I had in December. Now, I started in December taking weights of the products I chose at the start of the month, and then I've noted how many times I used each product, and I've taken the weight of it at the end of the month, so today. And I am filming this on the 31st of December, so you know, this is the last time to use them. Okay, so the first item I had for December was my MAC Natural Radiance Primer. I get it in the pink version. When I brought this in at the beginning of December, it weighed 69.80 grams. I used it a total of 14 times. So that's probably about as many times as I wore makeup in December. And it now weighs 63.66 grams. So a lot of usage there, about 6 grams of usage there. So this is feeling very top heavy now. So I'm thinking this could be an empty for the year. For 2024. The next item I had pulled was another primer. This was the Professional from Benefit, and this came in at 10.7 grams. Now, I didn't use this as often as I used the MAC one because this is like a pore filling one, so I only use it under the eyes, and 9 times out of 10 I forget. So I only used it 7 times. See, like every other time, because I use the other one 14 times, I use this one 7 times. So every other time I remember to use it. So it went from 10.70 grams to 10.28 grams. My Urban Decay Hydromaniac foundation. So I actually only use this twice. Probably Christmas Day and when I went to see my daughter. Just before, well, we call it Christmas Eve, which is the day before Christmas Eve. Probably used it then. So only 2 uses, so it went from 40.05 to 38.93. Not mad about it because this is my only foundation that I absolutely love in my collection. So I'm not in any rush to use this up. So yes. Next I had my e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer in the shade Fair Rose. I brought this in at 32.16. I used it 9 times and now it weighs 30.77 grams. The number 7 Hydroluminous pressed powder. Just looks like that. Can you see? This came in at 40.29 grams. I used it a total of 4 times and it now weighs 39.67 grams. Again, I kind of use that powder for like good days kind of thing. Okay, going into cheek products. So the Beauty Bay blusher in Bitten, love this colour. I thought this would be very similar to Rocketer. It's not, it's much brighter. So this came in at 28.35. I used it 5 times and it leaves Shop My Stash at 28.30. So 0.05 of a gram used. It doesn't even look used. Look at that. It doesn't even look used. Blushes. Anyway, my Revolution. Oh, get the glare off. cream bronzer. You can see it there. I have quite a dip going. This one came in at 45.73 grams. I used it a total of 6 times, and it leaves Shop My Stash at 45.41 grams. And the Essence Gimme Glow highlighter. I love this highlighter. This is a beautiful highlighter. 49.59 was what it weighed coming in. I used a total of 4 times, and it now weighs 49.46. So not a lot of use, but some. My Sleek eyeliner in Break and Enter is this beautiful, like, purpley sort of shade. Can you focus? No. Anyway, I'll work out the focus. It came in at 6.09. I only used it 3 times, and it's leaving at 6.02. Leaving Shop My Stash. The number 7 liquid eyeliner in chocolate came in at £9.40, not £9, 9.40 grams, and it leaves at 9.34 grams after just 1 use. So liquid products are so much easier to use up though than cream or powder stuff. Anyway, the next item, I'm debating decluttering this. Very close to decluttering. So this is my MAC cream eyeshadow in Moss Definitely. It is this beautiful green, but on the eyes, it is just a greasy, patchy, not this colour at all. It's just, even when you put your finger into it, it's like swatching grease. Look, there's it blended out. Can you, sorry guys, while I get used to this, can you see how patchy it is? It's just not good. I should just declutter it. I'm going to declutter it. I am. I'm going to get rid of it. There's no point holding on to it. I am not going to pick that over anything else without feeling resentful about it. So I'm going to declutter. So that's one declutter. Moving on, I have my lip products. So my Sleek lip liner in Raspberry. This came in at 5.25 grams. I've used it 4 times and it's now 5.21 grams. I really like these. It's so creamy and so beautiful. I have it on today under this lipstick. The next item I had was my Milani lipstick in Petal. This is absolutely stunning. My daughter loves this lipstick so much, and I can see why. Yeah, if I wasn't on a no buy for 2024, I may have picked up a couple more shades in this. But it came in at 26.58. I used it twice and it's leaving at 26.57. Then my Benefit, the Double the Lip lipstick in Lusty Rose. This came in at 15.81. I used it twice and it leaves at 15.78. Then my Colourpop lipstick in Lumiere. I didn't show you Lusty Rose, did I? I didn't show you Lusty Rose. You have one shade side that is like the lip liner part and one shade side that is the lip product. I'll get used to the focus of this sooner rather than later, hopefully. Lumiere from Colourpop. This came in at 10.38 grams. I used it twice. It's now 10.33 grams. Everybody knows what Lumiere looks like. It's one of their more popular shades. I don't have a lot of this left. So could be panned this year, possibly, potentially. I don't know. Let's see. Moving on to, I had 2 lip products that I didn't get to this month, and that's probably because I have a lot of lip products in project pans at the moment, so there was only so many times I could use lip products. So I had my Too Faced Melted Matte in Ladyballs. I was thinking that I might wear this for New Year's Eve tonight, but I went with this look instead. And I didn't get to wear my MAC lip gloss in Frozen Mocha either. Just didn't get around to it, guys. It is what it is. Okay, the Benefit Lip Balm in Cherry. I really like this. Cherry? Berry. I have that much left. This one I did use. It went from 27.39 to 27.24, and I used it 8 times. Then going into eyeshadows, my Natasha Denona Mini Glam Palette. I think this was what I wore on Christmas Day, and I had planned to wear this for New Year's Eve. So I just swapped my New Year's Eve and Christmas Day eye looks over. So I did only wear this the once on Christmas Day. It went from 48.23 to 48.20. So yeah, you don't expect too much use for just one usage. And then surprisingly, because when I put this in, I wasn't blown away by it, I've got to say. But the Too Faced Gingerbread Girl palette, I don't think that's what it's actually called. I think it's Taste of Christmas palette. I don't know. It came in a set. When I swatched the shades in this, I wasn't 100% blown away by them. I wasn't sure if it was any good, but you know what? I struggle to do a daytime appropriate look. So a look that isn't bold and in your face. I struggle to do like a work appropriate or daytime appropriate eye look. But this palette, because it is very subtle, because it's not bam and in your face, which is my personal preference kind of eyeshadows, I did a really beautiful eye look with this a couple of times. I used it twice, and both times I was really impressed with the eye look that I created, because I felt like I could leave the house with this makeup on. And I wouldn't leave the house with this makeup on. As much as I love doing this kind of makeup that I have on today, I don't have the confidence to leave the house like this. So this eyeshadow palette is something that I know I can put on and leave the house and feel comfortable wearing it. I would much rather leave the house with no makeup on than makeup like this, because I don't have the confidence to carry this off in public. Despite what people think about my confidence, I have zero. So this went from 95.96 grams to 95.69 grams, sorry, with just those 2 uses. It was very powdery. There was a lot of kick up. I also used the cream shade there to set my eye base a couple of times as well. So I did also use the Mrs. Claus palette just the once, but this is too heavy to weigh. What shades did I end up using? I think I kind of went in this sort of quad here at the bottom. Oh, and this shade here, stunning, so pretty, really, really pretty. This is in the shade Pop Bottles, and it was just a really nice shimmery shade. Not much base to it, but on top of some other shades that I was wearing, it really, really came out. Woo! So yeah, I really like that palette as well. So that is going back into my collection as well. So also I did end up finishing the 2 mascaras that I had in December. So I finished the number 7 full 360 ultra mascara. It just simply dried out. It was getting really clumpy, really flaky on me. So I ended up just saying it was done and finished, so it was in my end of year empties. And then I also finished the deluxe size Clinique mascara. I ended up using that a further 6 times before I called that one done. It was getting to the point as well of getting really dry and not putting much on my eyes anymore. So those were all of the products that I had brought in for December, and we will go through everything that is coming in for December. No, not for December, for January. Right, so for primer, I've pulled 2. So the Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. is coming in for January 2024. I do have a good dip going in there. So maybe, hopefully, I might be able to hit pan during January. And then my glowy primer, I want to get more use out of the Beauty Bay Glow Filter Primer in BB101 shade. For my foundation, I decided to pick out my Collection Lasting Perfection Glow Foundation. This is not the right shade for me, so I will need another foundation to mix this with, but I will just pull that from my collection. So yes, I'm pulling this one in. And for concealer, I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me concealer. I like this concealer. I like the fact that you can see the pump going up. So yes, I'm going to be bringing that one in. For the powder, I'm going to bring in the Collection Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose Powder in Illuminating. Basically, this powder helps to correct the foundation for me, so I may just use them together and not bother mixing that foundation with anything to darken it a bit. So you never know, could do that. I am rushing through this so that we can get this, so the video won't be too long. In regards to cheek products, I'm going to be bringing in this MAC Cream Blush. This came from a collection, I think it was called Temptation Fate or Tempting Fate or something, collection a few years ago. It's really, really pretty, but it is my oldest cream blush. So there is the swatch. And then, did I get a cream bronzer? I don't think I did. For powder blush, I'm going with the Collection Blush Soft Glow Blusher in Trouble. This is really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go. For bronzer, I'm going to pull in the Physicians Formula Matte Manoy Butter Bronzer. I always wanted the formula, Physicians Formula, you know, the popular one, but I ended up getting this one. This one's a bit light for me, so that's what it kind of is like. And then for highlighter, I thought I'd bring in the Laura Geller Gilded Honey one. This is, again, really, really pretty. So I figured I could use that one. It's a bit dark, but I can make it work. Okay, moving on to, let's do lips. Okay, so for lip products, the lip liner I pulled in is my W7 one in brown. I want to get it used up this year, so January is a good time to start. For lipstick, I'm bringing in my MAC Whirl because I want to get this mini used up so I can move on to the full size this year, and I have about that much left. Come on, camera, please focus. Then I thought I would bring in this one. This is the Clinique, I don't have my glasses on, Clinique in Bear Pop. And I don't like this lipstick on its own, so I thought if I pair this over the top of Whirl, I might like it. I also might not, but we will see. And then for liquid lipstick, I'm bringing in a Jeffree Star one because I want to get these used up. This is in Deep Pockets, very brown shade, but you'll see why I'm bringing in all these colours in a minute. And then for my lip balm, I'm bringing in the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine. So it is that shade there. And I like to apply this while I'm doing my makeup. And then just sort of rub it in just before I apply my lipstick so that my lips are all moisturized by the time I get to apply my lipstick. So those are all the lip color shades that I'm going to be hopefully wearing. So for eyeliners, I have 3, and I have a black one, a black liquid one, the Eye Captain from W7. I just really need to get my liquid eyeliners more used, so that is the black eyeliner. Then I have the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner in Bourbon. So you can see a lot of browns coming in for January. There you go. So I want to use that one. And then I've got a green. So this is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Olive You. I love this shade. So there it is there. So I want to try and get that colour used. Then I have some cream and stick products. The stick eye pencil I want to use is my NYX Jumbo eye pencil in Rust. This is now my oldest eye pencil in my collection, so it does need a sharpen actually, but it is that shade there. So yeah, I need to start working on this year because it is my oldest eye pencil now, eyeshadow stick. Then I have the e.l.f. liquid metallic eyeshadow. I know that these do dry up very quickly. This looks and feels like it's going to dry up sometime this year, so I want to get some use out of it. And then the other one, oh, that was in the shade, by the way, Aurora. So the green one is Aurora, or Aurora. And then I have a Glisten Cosmetics split liner. I don't know, please focus. And this is in Olive Tree. And it is these two colours here. So you can have this colour or this colour, or you can mix them together and they make a slightly more tealy green kind of colour. So yes, very interesting. Then I have another cream eyeshadow and a single eyeshadow. So the cream eyeshadow is from Maybelline Colour Tattoos, and it's in On and On Bronze. So that's that. These are stunning. I love these. So it is that shade there. I like using these as bases. And then the single eyeshadow is from Natasha Denona from the Zendo palette, and it's the shade Sense. I actually went ahead and bought the Zendo palette a few years ago after I fell in love with this shade. So that is it there. And there it is there. So yeah, I want to get some more use out of that one. And then the two palettes that I picked for January. The first one is this Shiny Reflective Revolution Forever Dynamic in Everlasting. And it looks like this. I'm thinking I can use this shade to set my eye bases, and then I can use some of these other shades throughout the month as well. And then I have this is an I Heart makeup palette, which tells you how old this is. This is the Chocolate Orange palette, And this one looks like this. Now you could say these are more autumnal colours. You'd be absolutely right. I agree with you completely. However, I just feel like these colours are going to complement my Pan That palette. Possibly, potentially, for January. So I really want to try these palettes because I said this is an I Heart Makeup palette, which I Heart Makeup haven't been in business for a long time. It turned into I Heart Revolution many years ago. So this is one of my oldest palettes, and so I really need to test the formula on these, make sure they don't irritate my eyes, if they've gone bad or anything. So I'm basically bringing this in to test it to see if I need to declutter it. That's really what I'm bringing it in for. So yeah, there will be this one, and then there will be another one for next month that I'll be bringing in for the same reason. So yeah, I'm basically bringing this in to test to see if it needs, you know, decluttering. So that is it. That is my January Shop My Stash for you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm really sorry, I'm still getting used to this camera. This is the first video I filmed with it, so I am trying to get used to it. So thank you very much for watching, for being patient with me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.